Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Europa Universalis IV Common Sense, playing as Scotland. So in between this last video, as I transfer some files around, I was doing a little bit of looking at a couple of different things that I think are worth pointing out. First off, I'm not making use of two of my merchants right now, which is just stupid. I need to be making use of these guys. These guys help me make money. And considering I'm not making very much money right now, that would be a very good thing to know. For example, trade, right now I'm making 0.88 ducats per month. If I make use of my merchants, hopefully I can make a little bit more. Now, unfortunately, I don't think. Yeah. I don't think I can actually get much as far as money from the North Sea trade node. It's pretty weak. So I could send a merchant here, and because my capital is in this node, it's already drawing from the trade node, so I really would only be increasing my trade power, which I don't think would actually get me much because the node itself is really worth very little. It's worth 1.37 ducats, and I'm making 20% of that currently. A little more trade power would bump that up to like 23 or 24 or whatever, but, you know, an extra, like, what, 5% of 1.37 isn't much. You know, that's like maybe 0.4 ducats-ish or something. It's pretty pathetic. So I'm not inclined to think that that's a good way to do things. Alternatively, I could just collect from trade nodes in the English Channel. That could be okay. Just directly collect from the English Channel or in the Lubeck trade node. I mean, I don't know. I have no presence in those trade nodes, so I wouldn't get much. But it may be better than trying to collect more from the North Sea. Just because, you know, the English Channel is worth 11 ducats, and while the North Sea is worth 1. Not much. And unfortunately, a lot of the trade in the North Sea is coming from Novgorod and the White Sea and the whole Russian trade node, which is worth a measly 0.4 ducats. And the rest is coming from the New World, which I know nothing about. So, what's this? Trade wind. Oh, really? Trade range and colonial range. Huh. I have actually never noticed this before. Would you look at that? Alright. So, yeah, I think it's time that we take our merchants and we'll be collecting from the English trade node and from the Lubeck trade node. Let's see if that works. I honestly don't know if I'm going to get much of anything because I don't have any presence here. But we'll see. So currently, my trade is worth 0.88 ducats. We'll see how that looks next month. Alright, the other thing that I noticed that's really important. So, Tyrone. Hello, Tyrone. How you doing? You may notice a certain little thing. A little tiny thing here. Allied with England. Yeah, that's a problem. Because Tyrone is allied with England, if I declare war directly on Tyrone, England will probably jump in the war to protect them and squash me like a bug. And at that point, it's my own darn fault, because I declared an offensive war instead of letting England declare on me. So I don't even think France would jump in to protect me there. So that's a problem. I've just spent like 3 or 4 months, about 4 months, fabricating a claim on a province that I can't declare war on. That's not good. But there is a sneaky little trick, a little something I can do. You can see that they're also allied with Munster. This is Munster. Munster is not allied with England. If I declare war on Munster, Tyrone will have the option of jumping in to protect their military alliance, at which point I could just rush in and take Tyrone, and England can't get involved because they're like 1 degree of separation. So it is actually a sneaky way of trying to force a war with Munster instead of Tyrone. The problem is I can't declare war on Munster without a casus belli, and that means I need to fabricate a claim. And unfortunately that means another 4-month delay, but I'm sorry, France. We're not going to improve relations with you quite yet. I think we are going to need to fabricate a claim. Can I not? I cannot, because it's not a neighboring province. I could, however, declare a claim on Leinster. Oh gosh, this is so immensely complicated. Alright, so all my plans just went awry. I can't actually fabricate a claim on Munster. Crim cram. Alright, I don't think I can offer vassalization. Yeah, I need to have opinion of 190, and also Connaught doesn't have any claims, so that's not actually useful to me. So, oh gosh, alright. Well, if I can't declare on Munster, my only option really is to declare fabricate a claim on Leinster. They're trying to improve my opinion of them, but that's not going to help them at all. Alright, we're going to fabricate a claim on Leinster, and if I can capture Leinster and get a core there, then I will have a neighboring process to Munster, and hopefully declare on Ulster. It's getting really complicated because England decided to befriend the one country that I was trying to take. Why couldn't you guys have just been friends with Leinster? I would have been okay with that. Oh well. Now I'm going to have to wait a little while. It's going to be a long time, basically, before I can take Tyrone. May have been a mistake, trying to become friends with Connacht. I'm going to keep my armies here, actually, for the time being. Oops. Let's get them together. I did lower my army maintenance a little bit more, because, you know, I'm obviously not going to war anytime soon, hopefully. Let's take a look at our trade. I am making a measly 0.03 ducats. That's not much. Alright, so what if yeah, I've only got... Our current trade power is 1. Yeah, that's not worth anything. Alright, recall the merchant. So if I go to the North Sea and hit collect from trade, then I can increase my trade power here. It's not worth much, but it probably is going to be worth more than the Lubeck trade node. This is pathetic. I can't do anything here. Wow, would it actually be better to... Yeah? It might actually be better to put a merchant up here in the White Sea. How bizarre. We'll try a few different things and see what happens. May or may not work. May or may not work, but we'll keep an eye on this trade value and see if it goes up from having a merchant here in the North Sea. Praying that it will, because every ducat's going to matter. Scotland starts off in a pretty terrible trade position. A new pope, Leo X of the Papal States. All right. Nope, that went down. Okay. So it is not advantageous, it looks like. All right. Let's go to the White Sea trade node. I'm unable to send a merchant. I'll call merchant. Too far away. Okay, never mind. Transfer trade power. We'll send some power back upstream as long as I already have power in the previous node. So basically I can have a couple of sneaky ways of trying to transfer more power here to the North Sea trade node. Okay. Well, this may or may not work at all, to be honest. Maybe been better to just stick with the Lubeck trade node, but I don't know. Let's just try to get as much trade power in the North Sea trade node as possible, and we'll see how that works out for us. We're almost done. Well, not almost done, but we're making good progress toward fabricating a claim on Tyrone. A claim that we will be unable to use, but when we inevitably do go to war with them, then hopefully, it will reduce our coring costs and make the war a teensy-weensy bit easier. How many troops do you have? Connacht. 5. Not much. Not much to speak of, unfortunately. Alright. Well, this is very unfortunate. We have gained the diplomatic Oh! Sure. So, Tyrone just insulted us. We could technically declare war on them as a result. I have no diplomats to send, but I could declare war on them. The problem is, if I did so, England would probably jump in. Unless England were to get involved in a war of their own and be unable. We're going to have to keep an eye on England. Actually, I should probably set England... Oops, what's the button for this? Yeah, there we go. It is currently a country of interest. Okay. So basically things that happen to England I should get notified about. That's going to be worthwhile. Well, with any luck, England will get involved in a war against Burgundy, France, or somebody big. And then we can declare war on Tyrone without England getting involved, if we're lucky. In the meantime, we're working on a claim against Leinster. Oh, let's take a look at our trade. Oh, there we go. 1.05. That actually is a little bit better. Okay. Not great, but better. Also currently working on building a couple of ships that'll help increase our trade power just a teensy-weensy bit more. Not that it's worth much, but it's still worth a shot. You never, ever know. Okay. Do I want to start declaring, improving relations with France right away, or do I want to also start working on a claim against Munster immediately? I feel like I might overextend myself rather horribly if I take Leinster and then immediately declare war on them. That's a little bit much. We gained the conquests against Tyrone. Let's take a quick look and just see. If we declared war, yeah, Munster and England would jump in. And I definitely do not want to have England get involved. Connaught, of course, would jump in. That's to be expected. But that won't actually do me much good. And it doesn't matter which casus belli we end up using. So yeah, no. Alright. Yep, let's go ahead and send our diplomat back down to France. And just start working on improving relations. Can we... No? If I take this mission, do I get a claim against Northumbria or Northumberland? Probably, but again, if I can't go to war against England, what does it matter, really? Solidify our papal relations. We get us some yearly papal influence. Useful, not the most important thing in the world, but useful. I would love to have better prestige, but until I go to war or do something that will improve my prestige, that's not going to be much help, is it? No. Alright, I'm going to send my fleet back to dock. I could mothball it to try and save some upkeep, and that might be a good idea. In fact, I will. It's definitely worthwhile, so let's mothball it and save the maintenance costs, which means we are now making 0.73 ducats per turn. Not much, but it's something. We are now getting close to having a claim against Leinster. In fact, I probably actually should not mothball you. I probably should start transporting the rest of my troops here. And I probably should raise army maintenance. I'm going to be losing money now, but with any luck, my army will be back up to full morale before I declare war on Leinster. And does Leinster have any allies? They have a casus belli against Munster. They're trying to get England to like them. Well, I need to stop that. No. No, not a chance. Oh, hang on. Actually, I want... where's these? There they are. I'm going to get my fleet to join up so that they'll travel in a larger pack and be a little bit safer, just in case. You never know. Okay. Whoop. Vatican infiltration. Bribes are not an uncommon practice, and with the right amount of money, we could perhaps manage to influence a cardinal to infiltrate a religious order. I could get papal influence, or I could get 5 prestige. Prestige is probably going to be better to me, honestly. Papal influence is good, but 5's not much. So I'm going to actually take the prestige. See how well that works for us. Alright. Probably can join these guys up. Let's get these fleets together. Alright. Oops, don't want to take the transports. There we go. Pop all these guys together. Actually, let's go ahead and start sending them down to the Irish Sea. I can start blockading Leinster when the time comes. We almost have all of our troops in Connaught. They're going to be taking a teensy-weensy bit of attrition hits because they're transporting by sea, but we're about to finish our claim, get access to a casus belli, and start our first war. There you go. Let's get these guys all together. And there we go. We should have a casus belli. Alright, we do. So now we have a diplomat. Let's take a look at what would happen if I declare war. I'm up to almost full morale, probably enough to deal with these guys. If I declare war on them, Connaught joins, he has no allies. That works well for me. So I'm going to declare my conquest. Less aggressive expansion, but I get my full amount of prestige, and unfortunately it will cost more, or it costs the same, the normal amount to core Leinster, make it a core province. But I think it's still worth it. Declare war. Alright. I'm going to take you and say attach to unit. So hopefully Connaught gets the hint and is prepared. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop you guys over to blockade. You actually can join the blockade. You're not very useful as transports, but hey, you never know. Might actually improve my odds there a little bit. Let's... Yep, they did join up. Do you have... You have no general. It's unfortunate. Connaught, I was kind of counting on you having a general. They have a general. Why don't you have a general? Unfortunate. I would have I kind of wish I had gotten a general now, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Okay. Okay, well, nothing to be done about it now, because I can't get a general over here, so we're just going to have to accept that. Pop over. Cannot, you had a chance. Oh, you did pick up a leader. Alright, just before he left, he got a leader. He has a 1-1-2-1. Oh, he actually has siege value. That's pretty valuable to me. Alright, so let's see. Their morale is jumping down pretty hardcore. They're going to lose. He may... No, he has no one to retreat to, because he has no allies. Alright, so we should be able to declare, just start sieging down the province. That was worth a bit of war score. We're suffering attrition right now, so I want to detach a siege. Wait, who's in control? I am still in control, right? Yes. Actually, no, hang on. Let's pop these guys together. Detach a siege. Nope, you're the attacker now. I kind of wanted to remain the attacker in order to get control of the siege. I'm hopeful that Connaught will not decide to occupy this province and keep it for themselves. That would be unfortunate. This takes 3 troops to hold. Actually, if I just... No, wait, hang on. Don't break the siege. If I say, do not attach... Nope. Don't attach to me. There we go. Now if I back off, you have enough troops that you should be able to siege this town. Right? Because it's going to take 3 regiments in order to properly siege it. Which you have 5, and you have a general with a siege value, so you'll do faster than I could. And this way, I don't have to suffer any attrition. You can suffer all the attrition. Hey, that works for me. I will keep that, actually. So yeah, let's go ahead and just stay in position. I've got my fleet blockading. Actually, if I just took my transports, if I just take my transports home, that actually is okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and dock. And mothball. Try to save myself a teensy bit of money. I'm losing ducats right now per month. I could lower my army maintenance, and I probably would be okay. In fact, I'm going to do that because I don't. It's a bit of a risk because if I'm attacked, then there's a risk that they're going to get hit pretty hard. But I would like to save the money at this point, and Leinster can't exactly raise an army at this point, so. As long as Connaught does their job and doesn't leave, then they're going to be just fine. So we're going to be fine. Okay, good. Good. So the question now is, do we want to take Leinster or do we want to feed it to Connaught? Obviously, I think I want to take it. If Connaught were my vassal, which they would be willing to do, but if they were my vassal, that would be valuable to me to feed it to Connaught so I don't have to deal with the coring cost and stuff. That said, I think I'd rather have the province. I'd rather take a little bit of development and tax base. Maybe get a little bit of naval force limit. Could be good. Could be very useful. So we're going to do that. Of course, because my trade ships aren't actually collecting trade right now. Actually, what am I doing? No, let them go ahead and just collect trade at this point. Ooh, I could get some power in... Ooh. Hang on. Alright, I was going to say I will just continue doing trade power in the North Sea, but if I do it in the English Channel, I'll increase my trade value from 0 to 0.42 ducats. If I put it in here, I'll get 1.05 instead of 0.91, so that is a 0.14 ducat change as opposed to 0.42. Well, it makes a lot more sense to put it in the English Channel, then doesn't it? Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so we're not blockading it anymore. That's okay, though. I didn't really want to fight them anyway, to be honest. Oh, it would have given me a more war score. That'll be fine. Once the siege is down, as long as Connaught flips the siege over to me, which they should, because it's the war goal. Oh, they've decided to blockade it. Alright, good on you, Connaught. You guys are doing your job. I mean, oh, wait, nope, you're left. Never mind. I'm giving you a pat on the head, Connaught, as I basically say, congratulations, I am manipulating you into fighting my wars for me, you measly little vassal. But, no, never mind. They wised up. Nope, they're back. Never mind. Connaught doesn't know what they're doing, but they have a 42% chance of... Nope, 28%. Well, having a blockade would help. 42%. You gonna get it? Flip. No, darn, 56. What's basically happening is they're also protecting trade, and our fleets are flowing back and forth, and as they go, they kind of like, oh, you know what, while I'm here, I guess I might as well protect blockade the trade node, or blockade the port. Might as well do it for a little while. So now we're back up. 56%? Nope, 42%. Ah! Alright. Oh, no. Here comes Leinster. What are you gonna do? Oh, nope. He's coming back over here. He's decided he wants Alright, I'm going to give you a 56% chance. Oh, you still didn't take it? Cannot, come on! I'm blockading here, whoops. The breaking of the Douglases. In 1449, the King James II was old enough to marry and reclaim control of his kingdom. He immediately seized the Livingston estates, but was a bit more lenient against the Douglases. In a quarrel in 1452, however, he himself stabbed William, 8th Earl of Douglas, to death. Historically, this is the end of the power of the Douglas family. What does that matter? I don't know. We could? Okay. So now we have some choices to make. Alright, we could gain 28.18 ducats, which is very valuable. 50 administrative power, also very valuable. But we will have to fight 10 noble regiments in Ayrshire right here. Alternatively, I could lose 5 prestige but gain a stability, which is pretty valuable. It's probably worth more than 50 administrative power, actually. The ducats would have been nice, but I can't fight 10 noble regiments. I barely have 10,000 troops as it is. It just doesn't make sense. So I'm going to take the stability buff. There we go. That's worthwhile. Alright, Leinster did move their fleet out, and they're trying to be all smart. Oh, nope. They are... No. I'd rather you flip this so I can declare peace before you destroy the fleet, please. Ah, oh, come on. Alright, let's go save Connaught. We'll protect you. You've done alright, little vassal. Maybe I'll get lucky and capture one of their ships. Nope, destroyed one. And... Nope, he had he lost all 3 of his ships. No capture. Oh, there we go. Alright. Leinster is sieged. So, if I go here, diplomacy. If I want to full annex you for myself and take all your money, you actually have a surprising amount. 67 ducats. And I keep your province. That's pretty nice. Anything else that I could do? Give up claims in Munster? Absolutely not. Doesn't actually do me any good. Nothing else that'll... Well, will this get me more prestige, actually? Hang on. It will. It'll actually get me 2 more prestige to have him give up claims in Munster. Well, seeing as Leinster is not about to exist anymore, that's actually okay. That's not a bad thing for me. Will I get extra aggressive expansion, or... Nope, it's just a prestige buff. A free 2 prestige, extra prestige. Alright. We'll do it. Leinster is conquered. There we go. Leinster has accepted our generous offer, full annexation, and we get some prestige. Alright. Goody goody gumdrop. So we're going to want to make this a core immediately. Because we had a claim on it, it's a teensy-weensy bit cheaper. It would have cost 100 administrative power to core it, because I had a claim that reduces it by 10%. Now it's 91. It'll take 32 months, but I think that is worthwhile. So we'll start coring you immediately. I'll actually go ahead and just transport my troops over here. And now the question is, can I, in fact, start fabricating a claim? Once I have a diplomat. I can! Alright, Munster. I'm going to start fabricating a claim on you right away. I have claims on provinces I don't own. Yes, I know that. Thank you. Alright, I could get a leader at the cost of 50 military power. Remove Tyrone from the map. Well, that actually suits my goals pretty well. Manpower recovery speed, yearly prestige for the next 10 years. That's pretty good. I'm not going to take it this second, but that's actually a pretty good buff for me. I think I'll take that. Leinster currently has some unrest, not surprising. I'll park my troops over here and reduce that a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and start taking from the English Channel some more. Alright, good. Good. So, thank you, Connaught. You actually did your job very well. I am pleased. Very pleased with you. And when we declare war on Munster, I will probably want to take you, and we'll go together and take out Munster first, and then head up to Tyrone. I think. This is mothballed, right? Yes, okay. When a fleet is mothballed, it does start taking some damage, but I also don't have to pay as much maintenance on it. Alright, I think this has been plenty for this episode, so thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with EU4 Common Sense, playing as Scotland. If you enjoyed this video... Oh, the War of the Roses! Oh my gosh, okay, this is gonna have to wait a minute. Next episode, the War of the Roses. Yeah, okay, what was I saying? Right, like and subscribe, the normal stuff. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.